Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today, I've got a truly delicious pastry recipe for you. This amazing pastry, which we call Orgot Böreği, Üst Börek, or Osmansik Böreği, is a real treat. Let's dive right into the recipe. For the dough, I'm starting with 1 cup of water in my mixing bowl. Then, I'm adding 1 teaspoon of salt. Next, in goes 1 teaspoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of yeast to get things going. I'll give it a quick mix and then start kneading my dough. Once my dough is starting to come together, I'm going to transfer it to my countertop. I'll knead it beautifully on the counter for about 5 to 6 minutes. I've finished kneading the dough to a really nice consistency. Look at this, it's perfectly smooth and elastic, just like gum. Now, you can divide the dough into pieces based on the size of your pan. You can make more or fewer pieces. I'll be using a 12-inch pan for this. My pan is a bit large. I'm going to make them a little smaller, and I'll get 6 dough balls out of this. If your pan is smaller, you can always increase the number of dough balls. You can adjust the size, making them smaller and more numerous, or larger and fewer. Let's get these rolled into nice, round balls. I'm lightly greasing my pan, and now I'll place my dough balls in. I'm just drizzling a tiny bit of oil over the top. I'll cover them up and let them rest. In the meantime, I'll get started on my filling. I have some curd cheese here. Feel free to use any cheese you like. Or any filling, really. Since this curd cheese isn't salted, I'm adding 1 teaspoon of salt. I've finely chopped some parsley. I'll add that in too. And I've diced a small onion. After adding that, I'll mix it all up nicely. Oh, and let's not forget about half a teaspoon of black pepper. I'll take one of the rested dough balls and lightly flour my countertop. And start rolling it out. We'll cover the rest of the dough balls so they don't dry out. I've rolled out my pastry sheet, and now I'm just measuring it to fit. It looks like a perfect fit. If you prepare your pastry sheets like this, I'll set this one aside and start rolling out the next one. First, roll out all your pastry sheets and set them aside. Then, we'll start placing them into our pan. We've finished rolling out all the dough. Let's place our pan on the stove over medium heat and Add about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil to the pan. I'm placing the first rolled-out pastry sheet into the pan. I'm just waiting for it to get lightly golden. A light golden color is all we need. Now we flip our lightly golden pastry sheet. Look at that. All right, now on the surface, we'll add our curd cheese. Filling. I find it's easier to spread it with my hands for better coverage. And now I'll bring over my next pastry sheet. We'll consistently place the dough on the golden side, folks. See, after placing the pastry sheet, we'll brush this surface with oil. Let's get a little oil on our brush and dip it into the oil to grease this part. Let's be careful not to tear our pastry sheet. And let's also rotate the pan a bit. Now, I'm flipping it over so the old side is facing down. I'm flipping it over. And on this side, I'll add more curd cheese filling. And now I'm placing another pastry sheet on top. And again, we're brushing this side with oil. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do so. If you're enjoying these recipes, don't forget to hit that like button. I'd also really appreciate it if you could leave a comment, no matter how small. Thanks to your comments and likes, my videos will reach even more people. Now, I'm flipping the pastry over again. I'm adding the curd cheese, filling to the golden brown side. Yes, everyone, we continue this process until we've used up all our pastry sheets. I hope I haven't bored you. If I have, please forgive me. I wanted to show you clearly so that there's no confusion. Okay, I'm adding the final pastry sheet to my creation. And that completes my pastry. Of course, we're leaving this top layer plain. We'll let it cook until golden brown, and then we'll take it off the heat. Just like before, don't forget to brush it with oil.